on is Drow Ranger. She
Well
has
done,
a cosmetic
Slags.
for it. It's true.
Oh my! All right, here we go. War Room, game number 2. Let's see what these teams are working on.
Oh look, Darkseer again.
Whoa!
Oh,
Get out of town.
dogs. You didn't have it out. Normally you got it out.
I thought I did.
Yeah.
I thought this one was Darkseer.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll get rid of this one too, because Warlock is banned.
Centaur.
My
ban.
legs hurt, so I'm
Reserve
gonna just do this again.
Interesting. So VP had a fair bit of success with the Centaur last game, and Liquid have decided, you know what? Let's just let's take it out.
Hey man, when you're getting
They banned
3-man
both.
stomps, get rid of that garbage.
Yeah, they banned both the Centaur and the Warlock, so they were feeling like that's a big issue for them. I mean, Pasha, I believe his Centaur is one of his best heroes, so.
Yep.
Yeah, it was really good last game.
So his recovery, like he was level 1 at 5 minutes, and then Blink Dagger at 15 minutes.
Absolutely.
Sladar and Dazzle.
Dazzle.
The minus armor
Liquid's
begins.
turn to pick.
Could we see Avenge picked up for VP?
Quite possibly.
Whoa.
Perhaps likely to be banned out by Liquid,
We shall see.
but
though.
could be a good pick.
Do you guys think Lycan will, or Liquid will go for Lycan again, even after losing with it?
Yes, absolutely.
10 seconds
I think so.
remaining.
I mean, you can still build a team fight around the Lycan with the Darkseer.
5
It's still a very
seconds
strong
remaining.
opener.
Yeah, they banned a lot of the problem heroes too. Tusk.
But they,
Tusk.
Radiant
Completely
team
so strong.
ban.
Tusky Dusky.
so what are the merits of the Tusk here?
He's good at laning. He enables Darkseer a lot, and I guess he's a walrus. I don't know.
He has a good
cool,
he
I
has a good
guess.
save versus the minus armor as well, right? So he can like snowball anybody who's getting focused fire from this.
Radiant team
The
ban.
poor man's shallow grave, as they say.
You kind of look at it like that, yeah.
Sure. The man's man, Shallow Grave.
Also, Sigil, pretty good at scouting and reducing physical damage. So Slardar, Dazzle, these two amplify physical damage. Sigil's good at also
10
scouting the
seconds
Roshan, which it
remaining.
looks like VP will probably be able to get with the corrosive haze, etc.
Also nice having
5
AoE
seconds
slow,
remaining.
slow down the Slardar so he can't close the gap as easily.
Mm-hmm.
And Troll Warlord.
Reserve
He is still
time.
available, that's true. Monkey King and looks like Axe now, the third bans.
Tree still in too.
Tree is still in.
Yeah, Tree's still there.
This is
think
more
it's
than
Tree,
likely
though.
the VP support's already being grabbed out,
Yeah.
though.
Yes.
And Tree Tusk, not exactly the best combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, double melee support's not great.
Radiant team pick.
We still see the Sven band down, though. 7.05. Did not see a lot of Sven in 7.05, but with the Wombo combo from Darkseer, it's definitely harder. And, of course, Warcry versus that minus armor type of draft that VP has going on. It's good. It's a good ban.
Yeah, I mean, it is a
10
little weird. though. I
seconds
can't remember last time we saw Matumba Man play Sven.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I know
5
Newbie
seconds
played it a
remaining.
couple times
Yeah,
in the
like
past,
some teams
recently,
were,
but
yeah, Matumba Man's Sven, I suppose.
Does anybody agree with the Slack's Vengeful
Reserve
Spirit
time.
suggestion for VP?
like a carry.
Well, I guess
No.
either or, but I was kind of thinking in the position 1, yeah.
I think it sucks when there's a Darkseer in that lane already. Like safe lane Venge is not great.
Yes,
Darkseer.
Slacks.
Well, we'll see. Come on, VP. Make it happen.
Disruptor, also still in the pool, was first banned by Liquid last game.
I'll be real. I'm feeling the lone druid this one, guys.
Lone Druid.
I'm taking
Well, for
a
Liquid.
I'm taking a shot in the dark here.
Where did that come from? Just remembering the past of when he had the broken respawn talent.
This replay wasn't from that long ago.
I'm feeling it, boys. Nah.
VP delving deep into the reserve time here, trying to decide what they want to do with this draft.
Man, when you think about it, it wouldn't even be cool if I said Lone Drew was going to get picked and then he did, because everyone would just assume I watched the replay or something.
Terrorblade.
Liquids
Wouldn't
turn
it be
to
cool?
pick.
All right, TB, yeah, there you go. You want somebody to be able to do something with all that minus armor? How about blowing up people in 3 hits with Terrorblade? And the Winter Wyvern countered a
Radiant team
Terrorblade?
pick.
Could it be?
Did Valve fix the bug?
No.
I
They
don't think
didn't.
so.
No,
No,
this
that bug's
patch-
been around forever.
it's been in the game
Confirmed
since the hero
bug.
came in.
There you go,
But
buddy.
surely that bug, I mean, that could have pretty bad consequences. Surely in a game where your
10
Winter's cursing
seconds
the
remaining.
position 1 and then suddenly you don't get any of the gold or XP.
You do it to
It is
yourself.
could
pretty
be-
horrifying,
Seconds
yeah.
remaining.
If that happens at a key moment,
But it's like, the illusion is definitely a bug, but I don't know, like the one where the curse ends and the projectile's midair and they die to it. I think
that
that's
one, I
intended.
think that's intent. I
Yeah.
think that counts. I think that should be fine. Because yeah, the curse is over,
Yeah.
but you're not going to just. Well, I guess you could have the attack animation being cancelled, but that would be weird. But
That happened in
10
Dota 1 all the time.
seconds
You used to see
remaining.
people like with
At
like
the
the Dominator, you dominate a creep as it's hitting you and you deny yourself or something. But So that looks like, yeah, that's Pasha's hero right there, the Omni
Yeah,
Knight.
Mash you off lane.
Oh, yeah, baby.
It's looking pretty good for VP.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, position 4 Slardar. They've got some nice stuns, initiation, ton of sustainability here for the Terrorblade. Built-in BKB now with the Omni Knight.
And that's actually horrific against the Winter Wyvern,
10
right?
seconds
Because she traps people to heal them, and then he just comes in with that huge pure damage
Radiant
bomb on
team
top of
back.
him. Oh.
Tinker,
This
the
is
anti-Terror Blade.
Big problem for Terrorblade, especially when you have all these defensive heroes to kind of amplify your TB, right? Now you just lack the catch from. There's no real way to get on top of this Tinker.
And part of the
Yeah.
reason why the blind is so good against
10
Terrorblade, not only because it can
seconds
refract when he gets Ags, but TB is not really a great MKB carrier. He really wants
5
stats more
seconds
so than
remaining.
And
the
it's
true strike.
It's a lot of burst versus a squishy Terror Blade. I mean, squishy
Liquid
versus magic.
turn
And
to ban.
Liquid as well. You look at their
Liquid's
heroes right now. They
turn
have
to
Tusk Shards to spam out waves. They have Winter Wyvern Nuke to spam out waves. They're going to have March as well. So breaking high ground versus that team is going to be extremely challenging, even with the heals coming
I was
going
going to say, they do have the heals.
They
Yeah.
got
That,
sustained,
you know, you
bro.
got to factor in that they have got an Omni and a Dazzle. And that repel can certainly do a lot.
10 seconds
that-
remaining.
Ramses doesn't necessarily have to be fussed about booting that BKB, which he
5
certainly
seconds
would have had to
remaining.
a little earlier than maybe you'd prefer to on a Terrorblade in a game like this up against
Reserve
Liquid.
time.
Smart TA ban from Liquid, though. More
Yeah.
minus armor, easy Roche control, and that would be some high ground sieging power
Yeah.
with the Desolator.
I don't know what no one plays here. I mean, Invoker is still there. Some good catch, and you've got the Winter Wyvern setting up for Sunstrikes on the other side. Invoker
Crash and burn.
could be a pretty good finish, couldn't it?
Yeah.
I guess
Production does not concur with the
No.
Invoker suggestion.
Incorrect. Dummy.
Liquid looking for...
They still need Natus.
oh, that's somewhere else. Okay. Looking for the Matumba hero.
Yeah.
Oh,
There it is.
Nice elusive
Radiant
position
Okay.
1.
I mean, I guess they've only got the Crush, but there is a Slardar in play, and that Corrosive Haze can be pretty annoying for the Weaver. And especially with a Storm as well.
I like it.
That's nice. Storm
Yeah.
Omni. I think VP again have got
I
a
like
strong
VPs.
draft.
I mean, Storm versus Tinker, that's the way to find the Tinker.
They desperately needed some catch too with
Yeah.
their lineup and Storm.
Yeah, they've finished that off
That's
nice.
it's a great last pick, and we saw the power just the other day. I mean, it was an Omni Storm Troll lineup, but Terrorblade can kind of sub in for the Troll, and
Yeah.
VP are now looking to have some very scary late game. I mean, 25, 30 minutes plus.
Yeah.
How does Liquid deal with this?
I don't know. You've got the Repel and Dazzle. You've got all these different defensive heroes to kind of enable Storm Spirit, right? And this looks like such a good Storm Spirit game.
Yeah.
He's playing against very, very little lockdown.
So is that a VP prediction
That
for
is
you,
a
Brax?
VP prediction.
All right, Slacky, what do you got? Are you
I agree
hopping aboard the
completely,
bandwagon?
but he went against me last game, so I want to go against him this game. I think
Okay.
VP's going to win, but screw him. Liquid.
All right, Slacks is putting his cards in with Winter Wyvern. Don't forget
Oh,
that.
no.
I'm going to go
Oh,
on the
no.
side of Virtus Pro. I would never bet on Winter Wyvern.
Oh,
Game 2,
God.
Liquid Virtus Pro starts now.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second game now of the first series of the day, Liquid versus VP. I'm ready to pick some hero Fog. We've just seen the two drafts, the two lineups, and we're ready to get ourselves straight in. And again, it does feel like VP may have had the upper hand in the draft, like they did in game 1.
Yep, I do believe so. I want to see if...
I mean, it feels like it's going to be hard because, like, for instance, like the Weaver as the position 1, it's a hard game for him to really just Sakuchi in and kill someone off. With Shallow Graves, with Purifications, with the vision from Corrosive Haze, the fact that, I mean, Weaver, I guess early on there's magical, but it is primarily physical. And you're going to be against this TP with a bazillion armor.
Yeah.
And then you're relying on the Tinker to get the magical burst damage done, but then there's a repel. We'll see. I mean, I'm looking forward to Liquid to show me wrong, but I can't help but feel that VP are going to be feeling pretty happy with themselves after these picks.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the Liquid draft, or the VP draft. Having the Storm Spirit versus Tinker is always super good. And yeah, I mean, Terrorblade here is very, like, I don't know how the Weaver can actually, like, bring down. He has to get like a Diffusal Blade and try to go into, like, the backlines to catch the Dazzle.
But even then, it's not going to be quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the Dazzle. That's the thing. It's the Omni Knight too. There's just so much sustain. And I mean, Repelled Storm Spirit is always terrifying.
Well, we're going to see Liquid trying to come across and have a go at taking away this room, but yeah, Mean Chip Burst, they just forces Matu to get out of there. As VP will maintain control of their 2 rooms. Matu will be able to head back over and get his own room from his half. And we'll see what kind of lanes we've got going out. And both people just going to go for the safe lane, try lane. And definitely game as well. Mind Control obviously had a great time in the lane in game 1. This time round could potentially be a little trickier, but should still overall be fine. We'll see where Kuroki wants to hang. I mean, at the moment, he's looking towards no one. But because I think the main difference in the lanes is going to be that Pasha should have a good start this time round on his Omni Knight.
Yeah,
in comparison to the Centaur game.
Yeah, this is a good move by Kuroki though. Starting mid, really Storm can do okay versus Tinker in like a 1v1, but when this happens, when your lane is on the enemy hill and there's a Tusk sitting there, you really can't do that great. But yeah, it is no one, and he's, like we always say, one of the best mid laners and always one of the best at recovering too.
Yeah, we saw, it was yesterday, wasn't it, when he was against an Ursa as an Ember, and immediately realizes the lane's bad, and then just catches up and comes back out and wins the game.
Yeah.
So very hard to deal with. And was it no one as well we saw us playing? So we did see a Storm game yesterday, didn't we?
Yep. And that was the Storm Omni Troll.
And that was VP as well, wasn't it? Yeah.
Kuro trying to get a courier snipe, but he's not going to be able to.
Oh, maybe with the shards, chat. Is he gonna die for it?
The salve
through the tower.
One more hit.
Oh! That was so close to being enough.
That was a cool play though.
He nearly did it. That damage as well must have only just been enough.
Because he had what? He had like 102 health at the end there.
And he was salving it. Like, that was so close to him actually getting away with that.
I was like, no way he dives for this. But getting the shards on the courier. All right, Kuro. That was ballsy.
Oh yeah. Well, with Kuro down, it's going to be a little less harassment for no one here in the mid lane as Lil has come across.
He's got to be careful.
He's got to be a bit careful. Yeah, Miracle is forcing him back out.
He's trying to get the laser on him with
the
rocket.
And now, one more creep and Miracle will be level 3. You've got to be very close how you come in with that. Double points in the laser and the rocket, and indeed, no one's hiding the tree line. Does have the salve. And overall CS, in fact, even with the pressure of Kuroki early on, it's pretty even in the middle lane.
Yeah. They're just going to use the shrine, even though no one had to salve up.
Well, if Kuroki can do anything with this invis, wow.
Steal the bounty rune.
He can steal the bounty rune. That's something. Let's see if we can set up anywhere. Looking at the 2 safe lanes at the moment, and even Stevens, Ramses and Matuma both finding farm.
Ramsey's denying a lot of farm from Mind Control.
I was going to say, yeah, look at that. It's actually Pasha having the better time in terms of farm when it comes to offlaners.
Oh, Solo's in trouble, though.
Yeah, we'll see a good crush from Lil by some time for Solo. He'll have a heal again in 5 seconds. The body block, actually, from Lil. He's trying to do it, but the snowball will still come through, and Kuroki claims first blood for the side. We'll see if they can get anything in return here, as Ramses has rotated across. With the Iron Shell, though, they just have to be a little careful, VP. Lil ended up taking a lot of damage from that. Does get the crush off, but he's ended up trapped up. Will lose his own life. Ramses does manage to at least get Kuroki in return, but it's Liquid taking down 2 on that bottom lane.
A lot of time spent chasing that, but
Radiant's bottom tower
they lose 2 heroes on the side of VP. But yeah, Ramses gets the kill, so
yeah,
that's all right. And during this, Pasha of course has space because he knows Tusk is bottom the whole time, so he's like, all right, I'm just versus a Weaver Wyvern. So maybe that's what like Liquid is trying to do. You know, they're trying to get like have this strong, like with the Weaver pick, they're trying to have a strong laner that can actually pressure the Omni Knight while the Tusk is just running around and making space.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Michael, yeah, I guess, yeah, the denies have just been that strong. It just seems a little rare that he's getting so little CS with the Iron Shell spam. Well, now he's got the Soul Ring, it's going to be a little easier for him to just keep the lane pressured and find a bit more. But actually down there on the bottom lane, you're going to have Kuroki getting caught out as Solo and Ramses find him once again. And this time Kuroki unable to make the plays in time.
Yeah, just lots of damage coming up from Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
A soldier's fortune.
Really is. And Pasha.
He's level 4, 12 CS.
Yeah,
feeling good.
A much easier start than it was in game 1. I mean, at this point he was, just touching upon level 2 in game 1. He was really struggling at the start, but yeah, Omni Knight, definitely one of his other very strong heroes. Miracle finds the courier. Need too many hits for that. Yeah.
I mean, this is great though. Like Omni Knight, sure, getting a little bit of farm is nice, but the levels are what's really important in this game, is particularly.
Yep.
And VP, they do take a little bit of time though. That's the one thing. Their heroes need it. You know, Storm wants his Bloodstone as fast as possible before he really wants to get too involved in the fights. And Terrorblade as well. Terrorblade wants like a couple items before he really starts fighting, but they can pressure towers with the Terrorblade and the 2 defensive supports. Mind Control trying to get aggressive here, but now his Surge is out and he's gonna get brought down very quickly.
Yeah, and talking about tower push as well, it's the push for Liquid isn't really that great at all. They've got kind of wave clear, but only really Matuma Man that's going to be able to do much hitting the towers, and that does require him, yeah, to be a few items in. Whereas VP with the TP and such can just get going. And bottom lane, again, another kill for Ramses. In return, Lil will be chased down by GH and Mind Control, who looks towards Solo with the Iron Shell chase down. Solo trying to get himself away, does still have the Grave. So will make Mind Control hang around underneath the tower if he wants to finish off the kill. And he is taking a fair few tower hits. Looks like he will get away with it, though, as he gets in, gets out. So Liquid getting kills in return, but still Ramses not yet to die. 2-0-2, and that really is the target that they do want to try and be bringing down at this stage. They can't let this TB get out of hand.
Yeah. They're trying to just pressure the safe lane super hard.
I mean,
they're like,
yeah, look at this. They're coming in deep round the tip. They know they want Ramses, but I don't know if a dive like this is going to pay off. He's got the Cold Embrace to buy him some time, but TP's coming through. And hanging this deep underneath the tower, they'll lose one. They do get Ramses, but it cost them 2 lives, maybe even 3. Kuroki's got no spells for 8 seconds. He hides himself in the tree line. VP come in, take him down as well.
They're all right with that. 3 heroes for just the Terrorblade?
They'll take it. Yeah. Oh, I mean, Liquid. I mean, surely they knew they were all going to die there. Was there any escape plan going that deep behind the tier 1 for that long?
Yeah, I don't think so, no. They did have, like, the double Ion Shelf and stuff, so, bringing down the TP is great, but that gives Slardar a great start. That also boosts up the Dazzle a lot, which is really what VP wants, yeah. They need this.
In XP.
They need this early on to be able to group up. Have these levels on these supports is very important. And Pasha during all this opens up his lane a lot to get more farm, not just levels this time.
What's he got? Nearly level 6 and nearly the Arcane Boots done, so he's a happy offlane Omni.
Yeah, I mean, the more Arcane Boots, the better this game on the supports, with the Storm Spirit on your team.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking about the Storm though, no one is falling behind in the mid lane. Miracle has a 1k gold lead and is having the slightly better time. Both heroes definitely with the capabilities to go back and clean up some camps though. Yeah, so no one can catch up.
Yeah, once you get to Soul Ring, that's when you kind of like get your full recovery period on the Storm Spirit. But yeah, suffering a bit now. More aggression coming out. They're really trying to keep Terrorblade down. He's got Sunder skilled though this time around.
He can certainly try and play around this. We'll go for the Sunder onto Kuroki. Kuroki's going to get taken down with the Purification now coming out from Pasha, who comes in with a perfectly timed rotation. They'll keep Ramses alive. The Poison Touch onto MC. Is the slow going to be enough? They've got Sprint again in a second.
He's got Surge in a second too, though.
He should be fine.
The stun might catch him though.
He gets caught, just on the edge of it, but they would have needed a body block.
The Purify came out a little bit too early. If Pasha had actually waited for after the stun, he would have gotten the kill for sure.
Unfortunate there. But not necessarily in the overall arc of that fight, because Ramses survives, they turn around, they kill Kuroki, and Pasha doesn't quite make the play there at the end, but certainly made the play to start things off. They're coming in and helping save the Terrorblade.
Yeah, but now they can keep this pressure on, and now with Boots of Travel finished on Miracle, he can get involved as well, so they can just keep formatting Weaver as a self-sustaining hero. He's just going to chill up there. He may even be able to chip down the tower over time.
On Control and GH.
VP might not expect these Boots of Travel so early from Tinker, if he does get involved. Which I would imagine he would, with all this aggression that they're trying to bring out.
I mean, the rest of Liquid are coming down, and Matuma Man's come through with the rotation. They're surrounding Lil and Ramses. Ramses getting brought low. We'll have the Shallow Grave that again allows him to turn around, kill off Kuroki. This time, there's no Sunder though, so Matuma Man will be able to finish off the TB. Getting Ramses out and down. Mind Control trying to chase for more. Does have the vacuum.
That was a fresh meta, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So now they won't have that to build the pressure tower. So this is really good aggression coming out from Liquid.
Yep. And a Miracle farming up the top lane, making sure that no one can't find a free lane to farm it. Yeah, that rotation definitely putting Liquid in a better hold of this game. Getting Matuma Man involved, taking some big targets. In top lane, no one. Has to be so careful And as you said, Miracle, he's farming at the moment, but does have that capability to just jump in at a moment's notice and help turn around any of these fights.
How's Lil doing? Yeah, Lil's got his 3 basic items, the big ones, the Tranquil, Windlace, and Raindrop already, and he's got a couple extra big enough extra gold at that, so he's doing very well on the slaughter of this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Okay. Starting Lil out, giving him a bit of a snowball. His bottom lane, Pasha, is now set up there. Just a bit of a movement in response to Batuma Man coming down here. Pasha sticks down here and says to Ramses go farm elsewhere. He did sweep through some of the jungle and now looks to clean up some of the creeps in the middle lane.
Yeah, I love the Matu rotation here. I mean, it's a staple rotation we've been seeing a lot, but he wants to be able to take this tier 1, and he's also the strongest tier on the map right now, and he wants to give his Tusk safe lane. But as we see this happening, the gank's coming out from no one. They're going to be able to bring down Kuroki. Miracle coming in, though, to try to clean up a bit.
Yeah, no one toying with the idea of zipping in on this. Has to be a little careful here as he's falling very low.
He's got mana to zip away, though.
He could maybe even turn and try and go back in, yeah, with that Corrosive Haze onto Miracle, but there will be the Cold Embrace. And now no one's out of mana. He's got to run. Miracle knows that the Storm's weak. He finds him, hunts him down, shoots him off with the laser.
That was kind of... That was over-aggressive there for sure. Like they knew that the Cold Embrace was there.
Yeah,
even the laser mischance and everything. I think it was just a little bit ambitious for them to try to go for that.
Nice little play there from Lil, but it may not be enough. The snowball, is it going to connect the stun? Oh, the shards, forcing him away. As Lil will be able to escape. But even though it's 11 for 7, definitely it's already just feeling like a much smoother game for Liquid in comparison to game 1.
Yeah, I mean,
they're doing pretty well. Their 3 cores across the board are succeeding off the back of the lanes this time.
Yeah, and the Tinker farming is very important in this game versus the Tower Blade. Ramses, though, like even though they put a lot of aggression onto that safe lane to try to shut him down, he's still leading the net worth.
Yeah.
So if they hadn't actually been doing all that, he'd be skyrocketing ahead. But he did get a couple kills out of that aggression that was coming out from Liquid too, so. Kuro taking the safe lane, as we kind of expected, while Matu is just running around and trying to pressure VP.
And I just noticed, poor Kuro, he's actually died 8 times this game. That's quite a lot of deaths on the Tusk.
Well, he has 8 deaths.
8 deaths. That's a lot.
I didn't think I counted that many. I thought he had like 6, but 8. Holy crap!
Poor old Kuro. He's been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, I mean,
he's not like that much on the net worth, so he doesn't give up that much gold.
I guess he is their initiation, really. That's why he's ended up going down in mid lane. Oh, Miracle actually going to be saved here by a very nice Winter's Curse for GH. Holds them back.
No one is in, though.
There's the Cold Embrace, though, again. The Wyvern pick is certainly putting a bit of a spanner into what they're trying to achieve here. It will go back and get the kill. Zipping away, that haste rune will save him. So no one will get away with it at the end of the day. Losing the Dazzle.
Very worth it.
Getting the Storm. Yeah, he's happy.
Forced 4 heroes to come mid as well. Gets the kill anyway. And that's Tinker, who's top of the net worth. And the Storm Spirit's a little bit lacking, so that's...
Oh, and Lil. He's not got mana for Shikuchi.
Oh my god, he's gonna get a free kill here.
He's dead.
Oh my god.
I can't believe he found that there.
He was just...
I guess he realized he was low and it was just hunting for him.
Yeah, maybe he was on a warding expedition too? I see 2 aggressive wards being placed down. He did have them all, so
I guess he saw Matuma Man go between the tier 1 and tier 2.
Yeah.
And he must have just dropped that as such, but wow. Yeah. What a freebie there for Lil. Top lane Liquid will move in and get the Dazzle once again. No one comes in though. And the Weaver's starting to tick them down, but with Miracle boxing across, that will certainly make no one think twice about sticking around here. Has to get back, goes towards the Shrine, actually finds GH. And Lil's in the neighborhood as well. They can look to try and punish him as they drag him back with the Vortex into the Crush. He gets the Cold Embrace out in time, but he's being surrounded here by VP. Pasha's there as well with the Purification.
Nice snowball.
It's buying him more time. They'll turn back around. He does finally fall. No one. Oh,
the GA and the Repel.
The GA and Repel. I can't believe he saved him.
Oh my god.
No one. Miracle's desperately trying to see if he can finish him off, but he can't get the vision, and no one survives. Pasha, with the Omni save there, has just now enabled VP to turn this around massively. Kuroki, it looks like it's going to be a ninth death. Now they could get to him. The XD comes out. He's having a lull as well. Poor old Kuro. He's dying a lot.
Space for Matu to pressure the tower. Matu's a Maelstrom. Okay.
Okay.
So he's trying to stay, more wave player and good versus the TB. Yep.
But yeah, Pasha's play there, making things very frustrating for Liquid.
Also the Maelstrom versus the Omni Knight, right? Versus Guardian Angel, so he gets the Maelstrom procs first, that one.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Definitely decent. Solo now. He's got Grave.
Yeah, and there's the rotation, no one. Goes in onto the Wyvern. GH will hold back the Storm with the Winter's Curse, but Storm can definitely zip forward.
Whoop,
and still get the kill anyway.
Whoop.
The infused raindrop, not enough to save GH as he will still go down, and that will be the ult on cooldown.
I mean, I have to say, I'm still impressed at how Kuroki's net worth is.
Well,
With
he's got
nine deaths and he's 2,600. I mean, sure, they have 3 towers cleaned up, which definitely boosts that up a bit. But, oh man, Miracle, you're in trouble here.
Can he play his way out of this one? Looks like, yeah, Lil is scared at the...
Yeah, he's a little bit afraid, okay.
Yeah, knows. Yeah, once that lasers on him...
I thought Ramses was a bit closer.
Yeah, Lil's done all the damage that he can do. But yeah, this Terrorblade is still definitely the issue. Despite their best efforts, Liquid...
Oh, Walrus punch, the Courier. Delicious.
Miracle's close to that blink though, and that will certainly help them in situations like before.
Yeah.
Where they can find no one hiding in the trees once he's expended his whole mana.
Yeah, and they've got the mech finished up on the Darkseer as well. So my control is very farmed. But Lil, once he gets that Blink Dagger, that's when it's the big go time for nice shards coming up, Kuro.
Let's see if they can finish this off though. The crush will be there. And that will be enough once again to allow Lil to get back. Ultimate Man. Eyeing up on the bottom lane. Mid lane, Ramsey's being gone upon. He does have the Sunder. And we'll get it off and walk away from what was the committal of the wall there from Mind Control. So not really able to find too much with that at all.
Yeah, they wanted to get as much. They wanted to just throw out all the bursts to try to bring him down before Sunder. But yeah, he's just a bit too tanky.
Kuroki has got an invis. Let's see if we can set something out there. Is the blink and the boost of travel now on Miracle. And Kuroki just trying to give it the Iron Shell rundown.
There's a sentry ward there.
There's a sentry ward there. And Kuroki, oh, not like this. Oh, is that with the 10th death? I'm losing count now.
That is 10.
And now it may get a bit dirtier as well for Liquid as no one zips in, looking for Mind Control. Mind Control tries to turn around with the vacuum. The Cold Embrace is there. Ultimate Man is going to come in, and in fact, no one out of mana will be forced to back away. Solo gets the Grave off in time. The Winter's Curse trying to stop Pasha from offering anything in this fight, but he still gets the Propel off. The Crush there from Lil, holding back the Weaver, and they'll burst down Matuma Man.
Who got the kill there? Okay, Pasha got it. I thought if Lil gets that kill there, it's actually massive, because that would have been the Blink Dagger finished up. But Pasha went for greedy type build. He went for the Midas to go for the later stages of the game, since they're versus a Tinker.
I mean, he's got nearly the same amount as both No One and Matuma Man in this game. Yeah. This Omni Knight.
I mean, I think the Midas this game is very appropriate. You know, they're playing versus this heavy out-spamming lineup on the side of Liquid. They know that this game is going to go pretty late. Breaking high ground is very difficult.
Bottom lane, all in, onto Lil, and they'll get it. And how much money did he have? Because he was very close to the blink.
1,900, maybe 2,000. Yeah, he's very close to the blink.
He must have been on about 2K there. So that is painful for the Slardar.
Very important that Liquid does that, though. They need to keep the aggression. Every time that Lil shows on the map, I actually think Lil should not really be farming on the map now. After that, especially after that death, like we saw yesterday in particular, he got shut down so heavily. The team just identified. They're like, all right, we can't let this guy get Blink Dagger. They killed him like 9 times. No, not 9 times, but they killed him like 6 times in a row every time he showed in the laning phase.
Hey, Solo being gone on. He has got the Grave. Is he going to get any backup? He isn't. His team say, we're leaving you to die there, boy.
He's trying to kill the Bug and the Sigil, trying to get a little bonus gold. Oh, he gets it. Bonus gold from Sigil, but yeah, dies. But there's nothing that they gain out of that kill. You know, it's just a kill. It's not like it comes with a tower as well or any type of objective.
For sure. And you know, meanwhile elsewhere on the map, the rest continue to farm. No one's now got the Bloodstone complete, and Ramsey's continuing to be very much ahead.
I see a Belt of Strength there. Is he going just for S and
Y? On the Courier here. It is. Oh, the full S and Y. He's got it done. S and Y and Dragon Lance at what 19 minutes in. He is incredibly beefy.
Yeah.
You know, suddenly. We were talking about obviously with the Tinker, you've got that strength, a lot of burst. If you're starting to build up your HP like that, it's going to take a couple of rearms to be able to bring him down, especially against the sort of heals and sustain they have. No one, actually doesn't get the second zip off in time immediately, but still
he's durable
will get back.
Now.
Yeah, Pasha's there with the Repel and the Purify.
What is Pasha just has the mech, I believe, right now.
It was saving up. Oh, okay, yeah. There we go. He's got him right now. So yeah, a lot. I mean, yeah, Mech, Omni Knight, Dazzle. There's so much save. Unless the Omni is the one to be gone upon. But
got
at
a
the
lot
same
here
time,
with
the
the blink
backup
dagger.
there, Lil comes in with a crush. Winter's Curse will be out onto the Slardar, but Ramsey's in with a rotation from the sidelines. Pops down the reflection. The Corrosive Haze onto GH, who buys himself some time under Cold Embrace, but Ramsey just looks for the bigger target. Finds Miracle on the back, takes the Tinker down. He's falling low, tried to get the send off. He didn't actually manage to get it off here, as they have lost the Terror Blade, and now Liquid looking to try and fight back. They'll roll in, take down Pasha. No one falling low. Lil comes in again with the 3-man crush, but they don't actually end up having enough burst damage. Liquid are keeping themselves alive here, and VP are being taken apart piece by piece. Solo and Lil to potentially fall there. Solo's out and down. Matuma Man chases forward. It's a triple kill for GH. What? And I think that just a combination of GH's plays there with the Cold Embraces, the Blast, and the Winter's Curse, keeping his team alive. It's the completed Greaves on Darkseer, I believe. Did he have the... Yeah, those Greaves definitely making a difference there as well, for sure. Just keeping Liquid alive there. And VP, they just couldn't quite get the finishing touch off. And the Sunder as well. He tried to get it off, but he was killed mid-cast animation, Ramses.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be pretty good for VP, but what ends up happening is Liquid was there as a 5-man unit earlier than VP was. And with those Cold Embraces were saving him, and just the amount of nuke damage that the Winter Wyvern did too. He got like 5 or 6 different nukes off as well on the team, the Splinter Blasts.
That did a lot. That was, just really well executed there by Liquid.
Yeah, man, Lil got what? He got like a 4-man crush, then a 3-man crush as well afterwards too. Yeah,
he got a lot of big stuns, but there really wasn't the damage. Once Ramses was dead, the fight became pretty much impossible.
Yeah. No one here. Needs to zip away.
Could be in trouble. He's out of mana and he's getting slowed down.
They're going to have some TP rotations coming in. Pasha's trying to come in to help him.
Pasha's got to get close. Yeah, he's not going to be able to.
Oh.
He doesn't quite get the spell off. And that is more Bloodstone charges out the window for no one.
He's down to 5 already, yeah. The freshly picked up Bloodstone got dropped to 8, and then that's definitely really painful.
They're not done here as well. They're looking at Pasha. And I think they're going to get him. Yeah, again, it's this timing, as you said, where Miracle now, whereas before he was sitting in lanes, he wasn't really wanting to join the fights, but now he's got those key items, and he is really setting up the network board. He's played the farm game, and he knew exactly when to turn it into just joining the team, getting stuck in, and finding kill after kill.
I mean, VP's just getting split up is what's really happening. They're showing like the Dazzle in the mid lane, like stuff like this, and they just get picked off so much from all this aggression coming out from Liquid. Liquid is playing like more of a team.
All right, here we go.
But here we go.
Maybe they've got a chance here. They'll get a good crush with Corrosive Haze out, and immediately Ramses takes down 2. That's all they need. They need to have Ramses alive for these fights, then they've got a chance. Matuma Man will be saved here by GH.
A lot of damage, though.
No one is falling very low. Lil comes in again with the crush, but there's Tinker. Miracle with the laser, punishes the Slardar. And still, even though Ramses gets kills, it's at this point where Liquid have had a couple of good fights where they're still able to come out on top. There's going to be a wraparound from it. Winter's Curse laid down here. Not actually doing too much damage back onto Pasha, so Pasha will survive, and Ramses is able to find GH. And now he has the defusal. This Miracle actually just able to blink off in time. It looked like that hit touched him. And somehow able to get him away. But they've got to be scared of this Terror. If they can kill the Terror Blade, they can win the fight. It feels that simple at this stage for Liquid.
Yeah. This game is crazy how much they're actually running at each other. It's 24-21 on what? What is that? Is that 24 minutes in?
It is 24 minutes in. It's a lot of action. How many times has Kuro died? How many Kuro deaths have we got?
It's got to be like 11 or so.
Can we check?
Yeah, we can. We'll see in a second.
We'll see in a second on Kuro. Yeah.
So he's going to go for the Crimson Guard build on the Darkseer as well. Kuroki's got 11. So he's about half the deaths for his team.
Poor
they're doing their jobs with the Cold Embraces, with the Tusk Snowball. They have so much different saves. Solo now. He's got the Haste Rune. Trying to avoid the shards. Oh, man. No. Oh, it doesn't trap him, though. But the damage.
Yep. Solo does get the Grave off in time. Turns around with the Weave. Will be dragged back, but still, Liquid, can they quite finish? They'll drop everything on him. The wall as well.
They have to watch out, though. You know, they're porting one by one, and it's Liquid with 4 heroes there already set up.
We'll see. If Matuma might get anything, you just check the bugs out. Now he has the Dragon Lance on top of... Did he finish the thing? Because he was holding on to an Ultimate Orb on the Weaver.
I don't know if he finished anything else up yet.
Yeah, because he's picked up the Ultimate Orb and now he's queuing up the Dragon Lance.
I think that VP needs to put a little bit more focus onto GH. He is actually a huge problem in these fights. It's like every single time that they actually try to go onto the Weaver, they get like the corrosive haze on him, and then he gets cold embrace when they start focusing him.
I think, you need to zip onto it. No one needs to look for him and get GH out of the fight if he can. But it's so hard because you don't have the disable and the burst to bring him down before he can cold embrace himself, and then by that time you've got the rest of Liquid closing in around you.
Yeah, and I mean Miracle's about to have an Aghanim Scepter finished up on the Tinker, and the Aghanims is where it's very painful to play Terrorblade verse. And yeah, he's 700 gold away from it.
Yep. And Liquid certainly doing a lot better here in this game too.
I like this decision. Okay, he does switch it, but Miracle actually gets brought down now.
Just as I say that, they lose Miracle.
The decision for the Weaver, he had Manta queued up, but he's switching back to the Lincolns. He needs either one of those items to deal because he's like, all right, Storm is going to obviously get an Orchid pretty soon, or he's assuming pretty soon. So having one of those to at least block it is going to be very, very necessary. And this should be a pretty easy Roshan actually with Miracle dead for 30 seconds. I don't believe that they can contest this in at all. Oh, and a regen rune for no one as well. This is very big for VP for the next upcoming fight.
Yeah, he is ready to play. I imagine they should get the Aegis in on as well, shouldn't they? Yeah, he takes it.
Yeah, Storm, best Aegis carrier in the game.
Yeah, Aegis and regen rune. It's the dream here for no one. Lots of things to play with.
Lil, toying with Matu a bit.
See what they can do in this middle lane.
I want to see them get some like Lotus Orbs and stuff getting ready for the supports on the side of VP. That's like the best item to deal with a Tinker. Having Lotus Orbs, you always are able to remove not only the miss rate, but also, you know, reflect the spells and deal with it if he does go for a Hex much later on.
Yeah, definitely. It's, we'll see who's going to be able to find. I mean, maybe look towards Pasha as the one who's going to be able to get it the easiest for the team.
Looked like he was going for a Blink Dagger, though. I think the blink is good too. Like,
yeah,
he's actually like a couple times he's just out of range to be able to get that type of save. So I think the blink is actually very relevant. TB's going for the BKB. He's going to be needing it, of course. Oh, the Graved Illusion to try to bring down the tower. That's cute.
Diffusal now complete for Matuma. So did he go for the Diffusal instead of finishing off the Lincolns on the Weaver? Because I can't imagine he's got both, is it? On Matuma now. We'll be able to see it in a minute.
Has been denied.
Setting up the trap on the high ground from no one. I mean, that's also a very good item. The Diffusal Blade on the Weaver. He definitely wants to have. He wants the Manta. He wants the Manta or the Lincolns, but having Diffusal is very good always versus an Omni Knight. Not able to purge Repel, but purging off Guardian Angel, and just the solo kill potential that you can get in the backlines with it is very high. And it's one of the better damage items you can get. Until like the big items, of course.
Ramses has got BKB complete now as well, though. So between that and Repel,
yeah,
they have a really strong push to put together. They've got Aegis, they've got Reject. It's really is time to go for VP.
Orchid finished up too, yeah.
Yeah. No reason to really spend any more time waiting for Liquid to come to them.
Do they have Reveal on the side of VP though? Because there is the Glimmer Cape, and they have, of course, a Weaver on the side of Liquid. So they definitely need to be sure and to carrying the Reveal to be able to get those pickoffs. But now, free tower going their way.
Yep. And they've actually found a setup in. A big zip for no one comes in.
Oh, man.
That's Matuma out of the fight for a whole minute. GH holds back the Storm with a Winter's Curse. But he's going to be ready to zip on for more here, no one, as he comes straight in onto GH. GH does have a cold embrace if he wants to try and buy himself some time. Let's back up as well for the rest of the team. Glimmer Cape's out. No one is a little low on the mana, but Lil's there with the jump forward. Finds the crush. They'll look to chase down the Sigil. They've got the Corrosive Haze out onto the Wyvern. The attack connects from no one. And they will take GH down as well.
Bloodstone charges. Starting that up.
Absolutely. And that fight, I mean, Lil's been having a really good game with the Slider. We saw there the setup there. And even before he had the Blink, he was doing a lot of big crushes. And
yeah. I love this now. They pick up, as soon as we were talking about like the reveal that, goodbye Solo. As soon as we're talking about the reveal that VP does need to be kind of dealing with that Glimmer Cape and stuff, they buy a gem actually instantly and put it onto no one.
They've got the gem. Oh, there we go. No one comes in, sees another opening, takes down Kuroki. Miracle with the Ags trying to spam them away, but the Greaves have popped. VP still in pretty good condition health-wise.
Now he actually can go for the back lines. He can go for the Wyvern, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, with the Orchid. Yeah.
With the Orchid and with the gem picked up, he can obviously be able to focus fire him a lot easier. So they have to have like some, they can do some like double initiation. See, that's the one thing that Liquid is lacking, you know, they don't have a clear-cut initiator. While you look at the side of VP, they have kind of two, you know, with the Stormstill, with the Slardar, they can lock down the Tusk and then go for the Wyvern, and then afterwards they can even get for the Tinker once they're able to clean up the two big supports.
There we go. Middle lane, middle tower. Starts to fall. Matuma.
Yeah, he did go for the Diffusal, as you mentioned, rather than finishing up the link into the Manta.
Ah, I mean, as you said, yeah, definitely a reason to do so, but it does leave him a little vulnerable if they do get a jump on him.
He died, you know, he picked up the Diffusal and then he got jumped and Orchid and died right away, so he's playing more around like the team, you know. He's like, all right, well, I have GH who's always behind me to kind of save me. I have the Snowball as well, so I want to be able to get some damage for my teammates, but
Of course, it's still at this point where VP are yet to break high ground, as you mentioned. With Tinker being Tinker, it's not going to get any easier as the game goes on for them to do so. So we'll see how much more VP can try and get out of this Aegis. They're grouping up down bottom. They have cleared out the tier 1 and tier 2s on the other lane, so maybe just looking to clear the remainder of the outer towers before trying for a high ground push, but it does feel like they've got to try and make something happen soon. And in fact, Liquid, they're coming in with the wraparound.
Aegis is getting reclaimed. They definitely use the using the timer here. Yep.
Yep. So this, yeah, as you say, the perfect time to go. They'll look towards Pasha. With the repel already out, he's actually just going to go for the repel TP, but he's not going to make it. Winter's Curse comes through the immunity, holds him back. But they're still going to take a bit of time to kill him. They do finally get him. The drag back's down to Solo. He in turn now goes for the TP out with the Grave. He'll be luckier. He'll make it.
Yeah, VP like knew that fight was they knew that fight was almost coming. As soon as the Bloodstone deactivated, as soon as the Aegis expired, they started backing up from the tower, and yeah, they just ditched. They were like, yeah, this is a 5-man rotation. Going for a solo kill here.
He's got enough damage.
He does not.
He's going to be fine. And no one himself could be in trouble. He gets trapped in by the shards.
And that's the gem, right?
That is the gem.
That is the gem.
That is the gem.
Oh, that was a bit greedy coming out from him.
It always feels like we see no one make like just one of these plays in a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's an incredibly good player, but a game won't go by where he makes one play that's like overestimating the hero and just going a bit too gun ho, which really, you know, it's always great fun to see. And as I said, with the pattern being, I don't think he's going to do it again this game.
Yeah, those type of plays though are very unnecessary, and it really
it's
hurts.
Not great for the team.
It really hurts your overall game plan. And oh my God, Kuroki gets brought down so quickly. He does get in the snowball though, so delaying his death.
Ramsey's
for a bit,
looking
and
for the
he actually gets blinked away.
What? Can they chase it down? I mean, they're looking at MC. The Crimson Guard and such coming out, but the crush is there from Lil. Matuma, he executes in immediately, says, all right, I'm not going into that.
Kuroki lives though.
For this. He does.
But yeah, that's, you know. Oh, just kidding. He's dead. And no one now claims the second one.
Woo!
Long zip. Reclaiming his Bloodstone charges.
The all-chat duck face. I don't know what that was for. And actually, with VP with this, they're going up to the high ground. Silence coming through. And Matuma, can they keep him alive long enough? They can't. That's Matuma dead. He's going to have to buy back immediately.
This is Zorax claimed.
Yeah,
terribly.
It may even be more. They could maybe even look for a second lane with the Metamorphosis. Still 2 members down on Liquid.
Still hard versus Tinker, though. I think they should be happy with this. Then they should get out.
Okay. Yeah, players safe.
They're a little bit low on mana.
Aegis,
yeah. Omni Knight's like half mana. Storm isn't really that great on mana either. Aegis should be, or Roshan should be respawning within the next like 2-3 minutes or so. No point in risking it once you get a free Rax like that, with heroes respawning so quickly still.
We can see off the back of that, shooting straight up to a 10k gold lead here for Virtus Pro.
Yeah, VP just needs to, you know, they need to just play together as a team. They've recovered their gem. It's like whenever they get split up and they go for these like solo kind of plays, it's when Liquid's able to punish that. But when they go for their group up push with their sustain, with their mass vision coming out from the Storm Sprint, their good pick off, that's when they're just ahead. Because I mean, look at Terrorblade's farm. He's 5,000 ahead of the next person.
Look at Terrorblade's illusion there, bringing Matuma down to half of his life.
And he's super tanky, like 3,000 HP when he's on strength treads.
Yeah, I don't know how they're killing that TV. They need to have at least one more damage item on the Timberman. That's so much to burst through. Well, Pasha gets the repel off in time.
Every time they're split up, he actually has to blow the GA, going for the
They
TP
do
out.
have a Winter's
They have
Curse.
the curse.
Yeah, they're holding back.
VP's coming though. Ramsey's coming in the back.
It's to the back. Oh, he just got the blink. Did you blink out? Got the blink out in time.
He did.
Oh, wow. I guess that is one thing. The Winter's Curse essentially is a good setup for your Blink Dagger, isn't it? Because they can't hurt you. And he's just outplayed them with that.
Oh my goodness,
Ramsey's
everyone's
turns
getting
up,
brought down
and
now.
he's already brought down 2. He's looking for a 3rd. He's going to get it. Triple kill for him. No one. Miracle goes for the TP. Can no one make it in time? Oh, no, he cannot.
But ultra kill for Ramsey. So that time, Pasha with the bait.
Pasha
with the master bait.
with the blink out of the Winter's Curse. That was pretty sweet.
Look at Ramsey's damage there. He did like 6,000 damage.
I feel like I should have seen that. I've not seen that happen much at all in games. I guess I've not seen many Wyvern recently.
Well, he was also, he got the Guardian Angel off as well. He repelled Guardian Angels, then he gets cursed up, and then, he gets the blink off instantly. But
yeah, that was sweet.
And now this leads into a push. 4 heroes dead. Only buyback on Tusk. Matu's dead for 50 seconds, so this should be a Rax cleaned up for sure. VP.
Yeah, looking
showing
great.
the power of their draft.
Yeah, I mean, to give credit to Liquid, they certainly did play very well at that portion with what they had, but it is certainly coming down to what we were worried about. The VP just had this better lineup overall. That was just, easier to execute, much more outs to the game.
No one is very aggressive with the zips this game, though.
Oh, I love it. I mean, he's a very entertaining Storm player to watch. He does not hold back. And yeah, 2 sets of racks down. Still a tier 1 on that bottom lane, though, so quite a bit of pushing needed to be done there by VP. But definitely in the very favorable position at the moment. Over 20,000 gold lead.
100 damage on Omni Knight now.
And Matumbaman, he is struggling this game. He's same farm as Lil.
I think that's.
But Lil has been having an amazing game, but it's not good for Matumbaman to be down there where he is.
Trying to find Miracle. No one runs out of mana. But yeah, playing Weaver into this kind of lineup, though, he wants to be able to get into the backlines to try to pick off the supports or anything, but Slardar, very doable. He also went for a Solar Crest, so you can't kill him at all. There's a Dazzle as well to back him up. And then on top of that, there's an Omni Knight. So they just have a lot of sustain to deal with that poor Weaver, and Weaver doesn't really do the most amount of damage output. He has to be kind of a good amount ahead, and he's just definitely suffering. He also got, zipped on a few times. He gets like stunned into one crush into a corrosive haze, and with the storm zipping, and he gets brought down very easily.
And what about that as well, eh? No one's picked up a Blink Dagger on the storm. That is something a little bit different, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Unless he just purchased it and sold it. We'll see in a minute. The curse will be there out onto the TB, but already the BKB's out there from Ramses. And Liquid, they just can't get the initial kill. They jump in trying to find something. Lil comes back in, lands the crush onto Mind Control. The G8 is now out for VP. And Liquid have to run. Blink forward for no one, getting himself into position. He's a little low on the mana.
Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. Blink forward on a storm.
And it's working out.
They're at a point where they're super far ahead, and they're feeling very comfortable with this game. So that's definitely the reasoning.
Yeah, the buybacks come out from Miracle. He's trying to do something amazing. Can he do it? Jumps in, will find one.
Ramsey's dead. That's a godlike streak.
No one's going to go as well.
All right, guys.
The Miracle buyback certainly did what it needed to. Miracle gets a double, and yeah, they'll set up for the patch kill as well. So the buyback there, very successful. But yeah, the Blink Dagger Storm. I don't think I've ever seen a Storm by Blink. That's something I would do.
Oh,
I'd get Blink on Storm. Save yourself mana, on the initiation. Jump in for Lil. Can he do this on his own? Nah, we need at least a couple of
He's
matches.
got the gem, dude. Like, he doesn't want to risk that. There's 4 heroes alive. There's a bot's Tinker. It's risky.
But do you think he got the Blink on Storm?
To jump out of the curse?
Jump out of the curse.
I was trying to think of a reason, but dude, no, man.
Actually, why would he do that? He could just ball lightning out of the curse. Yeah. Blink Dagger Storm.
So
I tell you, if they lose with that Blink, they're going to feel pretty bad. As, yeah. Interesting purchase.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Oh my, dude, look at these jumps. Blink on him. Nah, he's able to get him cleaned up with the Orchid, with the gem up on Lil. And he's carrying dusts as well on the Storm Spirit, so. Yeah, it's still looking very dominant though, coming out of VP, and that was a miracle buyback. So if they do kill the Tinker one more time, Roche is also up as well. This is the second one, right? So it's not a cheese. It was the third one. This is the second one.
Yeah, I think you're right. They've only taken down once, haven't they? Yeah, it's the second one. This is it.
So Storm with Aegis though. So yeah, all they need to do is if they're able to pick up the Tinker.
Tuskaz and Aghanim's.
All right.
Here we go. Oh, could it be the Winter's Curse into kickback play, where you drag them in, kick them into the fountain, everyone follows the Winter's Curse target? That's the play. Let's do it.
Good.
It's quite some range on that kick, isn't it?
1200.
Has he got the blink as well? Yeah, he does that. Yeah, he's got blink. Hey, they've got it. They've got it. The Winter's Curse kickback. Let's see him do it. I mean, they do go for aggressive plays like this. No one just zips into three of them. I mean, he can do. He's been repelled.
Come on, VP. Group up. You guys have Aegis now. You had a pretty good advantage. Lil's still trying to do stuff. Is he going for a solo kill onto Miracle?
Yeah.
He's going for a solo kill. Oh my God, 110 seconds, no Tinker. Thank you, Lil. See, he's still taking the game seriously.
He's closing the game. Yeah, he's not building blink daggers on people. I want to see some stats. I don't know if I guess we've not got stats for this game because it's pre-recorded, but yeah, blink dagger storm coming to your pubs shortly. There we go, bottom lane, jump in, Walrus Punch is there, onto Solo, the heal's out, the kickback actually saving Solo kind of, as Croaky says, save yourself. As the Grave, the GA was out in time, Solo lives, and now the rest of Liquid, they just die. Ramses comes up, picks up a triple kill, Croaky finally gets vengeance.
He gets him on the high ground. That was actually pretty cool. Yeah, but this is, I mean, the Tinker was dead. This was just Liquid trying to go for some kind of like fun smoke out of the base. There's no way that they can do anything once the Tinker's dead.
Yeah, some clowny shit in that game.
Yeah.
But VP, yeah, just looking very good. Liquid, not great in game one. Game two again, we thought there would be some issues with the draft, and it certainly did end up that way. They
These are
just could not deal with the farm Terrorblade. They could not deal with it.
They had just a clean, very well executed draft. It was like every time they split up though, you could see that Liquid were able to get some pickup, but when you saw VP actually group up, you saw the actual power of their lineup, having Storm Spirit versus the Tinker, and I mean, we have to mention Matumberman's farm was stagnated
really
for like 10
struggled
minutes.
On the Weaver. Yeah.
Definitely
just wasn't there.
Definitely well played though by VP, and they need these wins, you know, like we mentioned. They need all their wins to come out.
They've got a lot of games, and yeah, absolutely every 2 hour helps. And they'll get it here against Liquid. That is it for the first series. We'll be able to bring the panel back in. Guys, how you doing?
How you doing?
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
How you doing?
We don't see you guys.
We don't see you.